The centre has raised concerns over the health risks linked to excessive consumption of ultra-processed foods. In a written reply to the Lok Sabha, Minister of State for Health, Prataprao Jadhav, said global scientific evidence reviewed by the ICMR indicates that higher consumption of ultra-processed foods is associated with an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and mental disorders. However, the government clarified that these diseases are multifactorial and ultra-processed food is only one of the several modifiable risk factors, but it is a major risk. The available evidence is largely observational and does not by itself establish causality. But the Dietary Guidelines for Indians 2024 recommend limiting free sugar, avoiding frequent consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages, and minimizing ultra-processed foods. Consumers have also been advised to read the food labels carefully. The ICMR has launched the Let's Fix Our Food initiative to promote healthier food environments for children and adolescents, including in schools. Meanwhile, the FSSAI is promoting healthier eating through initiatives such as Eat Right India, Aaj Se Thoda Kam, and campaigns encouraging consumers to understand the food labels. We've got an exclusive reaction and a response from the right particular voice on this particular matter. But before that, let me introduce our guests to you. Chef Vikas Chawla, Ambassador of Millets, NutriHub Hospitality Consultant, continues to with us on the broadcast. And Dr. Suchin Bajaj, Founder, Director, Ujala Cygnus Hospitals, with us on the broadcast as well. Doctor, I'm going to come to you in just a quick bit. Chef, do stay on with us. We've got an exclusive reaction. Let's play that out and I'll come back to you for more.
आप अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड का कम से कम उपयोग करें, इसके नुकसान क्या हैं और बच्चों को किस तरह से आपको समझाना है, इस पर हम बात करेंगे डॉक्टर मोहित जिंदल जी से। डॉक्टर साहब, अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड को लेकर के केंद्र सरकार ने संसद में अपना रिप्लाई दिया। उसमें साफ तौर पर कहा कि कई तरह की बीमारियां हैं जिससे अगर अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड का उपयोग किया जाता है तो उसमें बढ़ावा मिलता है। क्या है ये अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड और किस तरह से ये शरीर को परेशानी में डालते हैं या यूं कहें कि बीमारी में डालते हैं?
देखिए, अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड जो है वो एक कैटेगरी ऑफ फूड हैं जिसमें कि सॉल्ट कंटेंट, शुगर कंटेंट, फैट कंटेंट वो ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा, जितना रिकमेंडेड है उससे ज़्यादा हैं। और ये वो फूड हैं जिनको प्रोसेसिंग में बहुत सारा केमिकल और फिजिकल एक्टिविटी यूज़ होती हैं, जिससे कि उसका कलर ही या उसका शेप जो है वो जो उनके नॉर्मल इंग्रेडिएंट्स से बहुत ज़्यादा अलग हो जाता है।
यानी कि जो चिप्स है या यूं कहें कि कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स हैं, ये सब भी अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड में आते हैं?
जी, चिप्स, कोल्ड ड्रिंक, इंस्टेंट नूडल्स, आइसक्रीम्स, ये सब अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड फूड में आते हैं।
लेकिन बच्चे तो इनको बहुत पसंद करते हैं।
यही तो आजकल की ये है कि आप ये जो चीज़ें हैं बड़ी अट्रैक्टिव हैं, बड़ी इजीली अवेलेबल हैं, तो इनकी जो एक्सेस है वो इतनी ज़्यादा आसान हो चुकी है कि अब ये सभी लोगों में ना।
Well, so take a look at that, Doctor. Dr. Bajaj, the access, I think access is the biggest problem here. But whilst we decode what that access means, we've got Chef Chawla with us also. Doctor, help us understand the actual problems. We don't, again, need to scare the audience, but let's educate them about the problems that will come their way. It's no news that we're called the pre-diabetic capital of the world. Doctor, you'll have to unmute yourself. My apologies.
I'm so sorry. I totally agree with you, Kabir. I think scaremongering is not the solution for any kind of thing. The solution is definitely education and awareness. We are, clearly winning the battle against infectious diseases. India has overcome a lot of them and eradicated a lot of them as well. But we are definitely losing the battle against lifestyle diseases. Ultra-processed foods are not the only culprit, but I think they've become one of the most important drivers of obesity, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease. So this is not just a nutrition issue we are discussing today. It is a healthcare, economic, and national productivity issue.
Yeah.
The cheapest foods, I think, are now becoming the most expensive healthcare. So we have to all understand that prevention does not begin with a doctor. It does not begin in the hospital. It begins in our kitchens, our schools, our supermarkets. Right. Because this is an epidemic we are facing. We should totally believe it and understand it. And moderation has to be very, very important for all of us. And individual responsibility, I think, is very important, because when unhealthy choices are cheaper, they are more available, more aggressively marketed than healthy ones. We need to make sure that we are educated enough, aware enough. I don't think scaremongering or banning foods is the solution for anything, but empowering consumers through honest labeling, responsible marketing, and better
You're
nutrition
absolutely right,
education.
doctor.
I think
I personally feel, you have these sexual education classes in schools. It's equally important for the youth out there, for the youngsters out there to, educate them in what is ultra processed, what is actual nutrition. A balanced diet can't be just 3 pages of a chapter in a science book. It needs to be, embedded into their mental psyche. So before I bring in the chef here, doctor, sugar, salt, and fat, these are repeatedly mentioned as part of the ultra-processed scheme of things in terms of foods. If you had to tell the consumers, an Indian out there, to watch just 3 things on their food labels or on their diets to start afresh, what would they be? Simple steps.
So I think the 4 S's are the poisons of our lives these days. Sugar is the number one, of course. Smoking, stress, and sitting. These 4 S's, I think, are truly poisonous for all of us. So if we can avoid all these 4, especially in food labels, I think we have to look at if there are any palm oils used, and what is the exact amount of sugar and salt, and what is the percentage as the daily nutrition percentage of that component in that per 100-gram saving. I think if we can just read that and understand that, even if you don't understand that, just take a photo of it and put it on your AI, whichever AI you use. I think it will tell you very clearly how much of daily percentage you are consuming per 100 grams of these things.
Yeah, many thanks for spelling that out for all the viewers. Chef, let's take this out of the textbook for a moment. Why have ultra-processed foods become so attractive to consumers, even for kitchens, even for cafeterias outside?
Sir, first of all, I don't promote ultra-processed food. If you check our social media also, we promote only the food which are good for the human consumption.
I know
and
you're
especially
also
the gut.
called the millet chef. I'm going to come to that in just a bit. But, why is it so attractive to the consumer? I mean, I understand carbohydrates are tasty, but ultra-processed foods and cafeterias out there, they're selling the same stuff.
See, they are only beautiful. They look beautiful only in the images and the going on Instagramic reels and videographs. But definitely, if you decompose, you just destructure the food. For example, the mayonnaise and all. We should guide people, and I'm just writing a letter to the government, and it will reach very soon, that we should include the chapter of nutrition to each and every student, whether from the nursery to the 12th,
That's
any subject,
absolutely
medical,
right.
non-medical.
I'm behind that, chef.
We should teach them the nutrition to the every subject, and then we should take them to the farms and the food where we grow every quarter. Every 3 months, we should take the buses of schools to the farmers, especially that how we grow food, which is the real food. They should know the quality of food also. Like we are promoting millets now. They should know at least how much water we are using in millet, and this is good for our climate. And now comes to that your ultra-processed food. So we should teach our students, like we do, that whatever we eat as a human, our responsibility is not to feed our stomach. But nowadays, whatever we eat, just to fill our stomach and just for our palate, just for the tongue taste. We should eat food only for the gut bacteria. We should take care of the gut, waiting for the right food, which these ultra foods can't feed. Only the good fiber, good home style food, salad, these kind of things can feed. And I'm very happy with the news which I just saw that schools in the Japan, they have totally banned the outside foods in the school premises, and their tiffins are with the calculative nutrition, and the parents have to work on that. There is no fast life. They strictly informed everyone. I think we can follow the same model.
You're absolutely right. I think a new setup has also started in Maharashtra, where near some of those schools, even government schools, in the nearby vicinity, you cannot sell any kind of junk food, any kind of fast food products. And that's a good one, because you see, when it comes to Mumbai specifically, I mean, it pretty much breathes on, the vada pav and the Bombay sandwich, but not near the schools, at least. Before we wrap up this segment, one final question to you, Chef. And this is for all the viewers that are watching this. How do you want to make your burgers and your pizzas and your noodles a little bit more healthy? If you had to redesign a child's favorite burger, noodle, pizza, the same snack, the same go-tos, to make it a little bit more healthier, what would those, alternatives be? What would you change? And now viewers, take a look how easy it actually is going to be. Chef.
Yeah, so we have already done this job. You can come to our studio and our restaurant in Chandigarh. We are doing this job. Today morning also, I was taking a class for 3 adults. They came to me for a class and they said, we have vegan milk. Now we have almond milk, but from the Tetra Pak. And immediately I showed them how you can blend 10 almonds with the 200 ml water and you blend it in 20 seconds, you get a fresh almond milk. So we have removed all the processing. So we should not always care about the companies who are growing. We should care about the people. They should eat
Yes,
the
sir.
real food. And I have already developed the burgers, pizzas. Pizzas we have recently launched, not in the sales, but in the trials we have done. That is ragi. We are using finger millet, which is 70%. 30% is the good wheat. I'm just again saying good wheat, which wheat is again our traditional wheat. We are not using this high-yield variety wheat, which is selling in the brands, in the bags.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have developed this pizza. We are again doing another Napolitana pizza, which is 50% sorghum, jawar, and 50%, definitely it's maida, but this is not the regular maida. Which
My
we
mouth
buy
is
for
already
2
watering,
kg.
Chef.
So we especially work on the flour. That flour we get from the Italy only. It comes in the 250 rupees a kg batch, but definitely we mix it with the jawar and we are making good Napolitana pizza and people are
Yeah.
very happy with our trials. So we are
This
doing
is,
that. And we can
these are the simple tips, the simple techniques. Many thanks, Chef, for opening our eyes and telling everybody out there that you don't need to go to the same 2,000 calorie, 2-slice pizzas. All of that can happen just back at home as well. And the 4 S's, the 4 poisons that, you know, doctor just told us about. This is actually what we need essentially here. You see, the message isn't never eat packaged food. Moderation is the key. But it's also about knowing what we're eating, how often we're eating it, and what we're replacing it with. Because convenience should not come at the cost of our own health. That defeats the entire purpose. And healthy food shouldn't have to come at the cost of the taste buds. I hope that we've been able to do that for all the viewers out there. Read the labels, question the claims, and most importantly, fix what's on your plate. Doctor, many thanks for taking on the time. Chef, always a pleasure to have you with us on News9.